This is Aline, and now I'm going to show you my west garden. This doesn't look like much, but I wanted to show you what this side of the yard looked like on the morning of May 10th of this year. It was pretty much just grass, clover, weeds, and then this happened. So let me take you on a tour, and I think I'm going to start with the raised cattle panel beds because those were the first ones we did. Sue Kelly and Linda Lane came and they graciously helped us build the beds and put up the wire and taught us how to make a bed. And so this one is melons are supposed to be growing. They're not doing well, and I just discovered they are covered in aphids. So that's a project for tonight. Hopefully I've got the right stuff. We'll see. These are a French melon, small, it's called Petit Gris. It's got a very dark skin. Zinnias. These are black cotton. My friend Stephanie Hughes gave me the seedlings. She grows it every year, kind of. The cotton is white, but the flowers are the prettiest deep red. I just love it. So they're growing, doing well. I have planted, of course, I've got the marigolds and tansy and chamomile. This was a pollinator bed that's coming slow. I bought the zinnia but I'm pretty sure these big ones are calendula, and those are something I can't pronounce. I'll put it in the video. Snapdragons, I believe. I just found that robin's egg in the yard. It's not cracked at all, but I'm sure it's not good anymore either. Stuck it in here because it was pretty. I'm guessing a crow picked it up and out of the nest and dropped it. Anyway, over here, I built this trellis. There's another one. I'll show you in a minute. It's a T-post, 2 T-posts and cedar sticks that we pruned off our cedar trees. I really like the way it looks. In the tote is cucamelons. They're just starting to get tall enough to put up on the trellis. So hopefully they'll start to grow up there. This is a sunberry, which is kind of like a huckleberry. I'm anxious to see what it does. And this is another Ildi tomato. This was the base of one that Sue Kelly gave me that the top broke off, and I replanted the top and it's growing on the deck, but this is the base and it's starting to really grow, so we'll see what happens. I know it looks like there's not a lot of dirt in there, but I'm planning to, when it gets big enough, planning to cut off the bottom leaves and put more dirt in anyway. So these are, pole beans, a little yellow, but they're doing okay. These are lima beans, which are kind of getting a little wild. They're Christmas limas. When I was a kid, we grew lima beans, but they were bush variety. So having climbing ones has been a different experience. You know, flowers, something cute on the garden. There's another one over there. Okay, I'm gonna go back over here. This is the other side. Anyway, this is Aunt Molly's ground cherry, calendula, and chamomile. This was originally supposed to be a pollinator pot as well, but most of it didn't come up. Though now I see there's something coming up, so and there's another one over there, so who knows what it's going to be. Anyway, so this side of the arched trellis is for pole beans, different kinds. I have scarlet runner beans, I have sunset runner beans, I have blue cocoa beans, that's what the really dark stem is, and also noodle beans. I'm having an issue right here in the middle of the bed with getting stuff to grow. I don't know why. I have replanted in this space twice to try to get stuff to grow. Don't know what the problem is. Do have one small plant. And then my flying pig. This is garlic on this side. And that is yarrow. Looks like I got some weeds I gotta pull. Well, get to that. All right, so here's my other, the first of the cedar trellises that I built, and it is for Kajari melons. And I have one Kajari melon growing there. And again, I have planted another seed in this spot twice. Still hasn't come up. Don't know what that is about. Some herbs. I had the big thing of curly leaf parsley that was in the green stalk. I divided and planted half of it out here because I know butterflies, especially monarchs, like it, but it's not doing well, so I may have to get a new one. But I've got flat leaf parsley and chives in this. This is a just a plastic file box with a square grow bag inside. I thought that was a clever idea. This is a pineapple ground cherry, and this is a spaghetti squash. So I have corn. The tall corn is Martian Jewel. It's has a purple husk, it has white corn, and it has a purple cob. The little corn is a blue dwarf variety called Blue Jade. It got planted later. It's not going to be as tall anyway, but it got planted later than, because I didn't have the seeds until later. So, but it germinated pretty good, so I'm happy. This is another spaghetti squash. So, I planted these lantana, which are one of my absolute favorite flowers, at the end, so I could look at them, and also, you know, to attract bees. And so these are tomatoes. They are all volunteers that I took out of the bed, of the east bed. So I am not 100% sure what they are, but I suspect they're aromas. Time will tell. If they are, I should have plenty to take to make sauce. So our last real, so I'm building a cooler, shadier garden over here. Bee balm, this is part of what we moved out of the bed where we put the asparagus. And this is a hydrangea that I bought at Lowe's. It's got really cute flowers. And then I'm going to continue to plant around this way shrubs, something that'll cast shade into this area of dirt that I'm composting down, in the hope that, because it already gets shade in the afternoon from this big cedar tree, that it'll also get more shade in the morning from shrubs, because I really want to plant hellebores, which I don't have enough shade for, in an area that dogs can't get to, because, you know, puppies and hellebores are toxic. This lilac, I moved here on Tuesday. Today's Friday. It was right in front of the house, and really I had just planted it to get it in the ground, and it had grown quite a bit, but all of the leaves on it were this yellow, so I could tell it wasn't doing well. And like I said, it's only been here 3 days. Don't know if it's going to survive, but many more of the leaves have turned this darker color. So I'm hopeful that it just needed to get away from where it was. And I don't know what the reasoning was. We'll see. So here's Tierney.
Hello.
She has helped me in the garden quite a bit. And here's Jester, who would like to help in the garden quite a bit. And this is our most recent project. This is our water feature, which we're going to surround with pots of plants. And I have a solar fountain that will go in it as soon as we fill it with water, so that it'll actually be moving water. Most of this we already had. We had to buy the top row of bricks to put around it. Other than that, it was stuff we already had from other projects that some didn't come to fruition, and we just needed the right place and time, and this was it. Really love this corkscrew grass, and just found it at a local nursery, Colonial Gardens. Put it in a pot, really like it. Planted these seeds on Tuesday or Wednesday. They're whirligig zinnias, and they just popped right up. This one has black poppy seeds. They haven't germinated yet, and that one has snapdragons. The rest of them are waiting for inspiration to strike. So that's it for this is the West Garden. We'll give you an update on how it's doing in a week or so. Thanks for watching.